I spent on the cat, Bobby, which has been renamed to Bobby 3000.
A center lane currently blocked to US 23 southbound near Campus View Boulevard on a report of a fender bender. Careful, we are slowing down south of Lazelle Road. More freeway backup into downtown, including 71 up from Frank Road, 315 south from Kinnear, 670 west slowing down near the airport and again the convention center. I'm Johnny Hill for the Total Traffic Center.
News, a service of Custom Air, keeping your home cool, comfortable, and summer ready.
Good morning. I'm Kelsey Webb on WNCI, and here's what's happening at 7:59. A man is dead following a shooting near the Polaris Target early last night. Police say it started with a fight at an apartment complex behind the store. The victim drove to an area near the parking lot and died at the scene. The search continues for the suspect. A new Ohio law will soon require online pornography providers to verify users' ages. That provision is part of the state's newly approved budget. Columbus police are looking for 5 teens accused of several assaults and disturbances on COTA buses. In one of the assaults, a passenger was punched and harassed. The latest local vehicle crashing into a business incident happened this week when a car ran into the Reynoldsburg rally sign. Cars have crashed into over 100 Columbus businesses and structures this year alone. Storm Team 4 meteorologist Joe Spears says partly sunny, 87 today, a chance for late day pop-ups, and that's what's happening on this Thursday morning. I'm Kelsey Webb on WNCI.
Dave and Jimmy. This is Dave Kalin, Kelsey Webb, and the man of the hour, the Tower of Power, Jimmy Jam. You know how hard it is to get a compliment in this room?
I don't want one.
Too late. We gave you some. He's been on kind of a creative tear.
Comedic.
Yeah, okay. Either way, he's had some good stand-up, so. I'm just taking notes because our best of don't play itself, and I'm going to take a summer vacation, so I got to put together a compilation of that man.
I'm going to start doing stand-up. Not that I think I'm funny, but I saw a guy last time I went to the Comedy Store here.
Mm-hmm.
They call it the Funny Bone.
I wasn't going to say the name, but...
Why? We work with him.
Because he's going to say the guy wasn't good.
Oh.
The guy was terrible.
Yeah.
And you could figure out who it is, but I don't want to get into that. But the guy was just so bad. I was sitting there going, man, if this dude's making a living doing this.
Oh, you could absolutely do stand-up.
Oh, my God. It was so bad. None of his jokes were funny. I didn't think.
Yeah.
I got a question for you about the proving you're 18 to go on a porn site. State of Ohio is going to force you to do that, right?
Yeah, end of September.
And you're going to have to actually give him a driver's license or something.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But how come when you go to sites now, like Steve-O was in here telling us about his site, and with all his dirty, raunchy, X-rated stuff, all you have to do is press a button that says, yes, I agree that I am 18 years old.
Right.
You mean to tell me 17-year-old kid can't press that button?
Oh, sure.
12-year-old kid can't press that button?
Some legality thing.
It is, but
yeah.
It's like that on some porn sites now.
Sure, yeah.
Press here to prove that you're 18. I'm just hitting a thing. If I'm 12, hell yeah, I'm hitting that, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Is that really
No, not at all.
Anything?
No, it just it keeps the liability on the user and not the
So when they
provider.
ask you to show your license, you go steal dad's license?
Oh, I hope not. I hope not.
Probably not.
Why?
You know what? I don't know. Maybe someday you want to run for city council, and you don't want that crap out there. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm sure that's possible.
Here's your license at, backdoorbrides.net.
But they're going to
they don't require
They
that.
don't? Okay, good. I'm just saying, it's going to be, for those.
So much harder,
certain appetites, it's going to require you to double down on your information.
I mean, no one's going to give
That's
them.
a no-go for me.
Nobody's going to give their driver's license to get on the site.
Is this not going to cut down on porn traffic?
It's going to kill it.
No, you're going to kill some areas. The legal kind.
Would you give
There's
someone your
always-
driver's license
there's
on a
always
porn
people.
site? The least trustworthy people you can imagine?
Right.
No, I mean, part of the deal is that it's deleted right away.
Sure.
That's
and I trust them to do that.
And
I
you know it's crap.
After they sell it to China and Taiwan.
Right.
So
Come
people
on.
are
Have it
just
just
not
sitting there
going to go.
on the dark web waiting for you to run for senator.
Right.
Interesting.
No way.
Okay, so we answered that.
I think this is pretty big.
What do you mean?
I think a lot of people look at porn.
Okay, I
Yeah.
wouldn't disagree.
Yeah.
I just know
Nobody's gonna give their driver's
I barely
license.
want to give Jets Pizza my information.
Right.
And
Right.
they're giving me a pizza.
I mean, I could be sex starved, and I'm not giving these sites my driver's license.
Yeah, but I give all kinds of other sites my information and my bank account.
They're
my
a little more
bank
trustworthy
card.
than a porn site.
Okay, you're right.
A porn site who has these porn actors and actresses pretending like they're stepbrothers and sisters.
Yeah.
You trust them with
No.
anything?
No, I don't.
No.
No, I don't.
They're gonna take the second you hit send, that driver's license is being sent somewhere shady. I guarantee it.
Yikes. Okay.
All right, let's talk about Barbies. From porn to Barbies. Because they are coming out, Mattel, they've already unveiled it, the Diabetes Barbie.
Type 1.
She happens to be a type 1, yes, because that's what little kids get. It
Right.
has a glucose monitor and an insulin pump.
Aw.
It's cute.
No,
It's kind of shocking, but cute.
I mean, there's Barbies in wheelchairs. There's Barbies with
Is
one
there?
leg. Yeah.
They should have, it just sounds weird to call it the Diabetes Barbie.
Right.
It's like the Cancer Barbie.
Yeah.
They should have a Cancer Barbie.
They should. Yeah.
But I don't know how to call it. Hey, you want to buy the Cancer Barbie?
Right.
Maybe I just give it a name and she happens to have cancer.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And you take her wig off and she's just like you.
Yeah.
You know,
You
make
don't
her a
want to
little
give
kid.
the kid
Right.
the cancer Barbie because
No.
it's just bad.
Yeah.
It just sounds, well, if the
Yeah,
kid
it
has
sounds
cancer,
No, I understand.
So you
but
can relate.
You don't want to reinforce. How about the Barbies just like you?
well, they're literally calling it the Diabetes Barbie. Is that the
I know,
name?
I know. I hope
I'm
that's
sure
not.
it's not. It's just
How about
Barbie.
this like Barbie's friend Benton? You know, Benton.
So it'd be a Barbie who just happens to have diabetes.
Right.
You don't think they'll call it the Diabetes
no,
Barbie.
it's not going to be on
So
the
that's just the
box.
story.
Yes.
Barbie who just happens to have diabetes. Half the box is the subtitle.
That's what it should be.
Who was born with diabetes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
Barbie born with diabetes.
But I mean, they gotta. I would have a Barbie for everything. I have a Barbie with one leg. I'd have a
They
Barbie.
do.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you're on it.
Mattel's, yeah, absolutely.
Good for you.
Yes.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. Jeff Bezos had a big wedding, and it turned some people off. Apparently, we think because Amazon Prime days are down 41% compared to last year.
Because of his wedding?
That's what they're. Well, they can't figure out why else because
Right.
Amazon's hotter than it's ever been.
Huh. I don't know.
I know. Who's not buying their AirPods because he got married in
Right,
Italy?
because my
Who
selfish
gives a
needs
crap?
are way more important
Yes.
than my activism for
And-
most of us.
Otherwise, you'd be shopping at mom and pop stores downtown
right.
Delaware.
Right.
Right?
Exactly. And I'm not going to take the time to do it, even though I wish that I was that person.
No, you can't
I
beat
can't.
Amazon.
No, you can't.
I mean,
Okay.
do you get really... When I order everyday mundane items on Amazon, I get sad when they come. If I'm not waiting on something fun
Yes.
and a little package shows up, I'm like, oh, God, it's my toothpaste or whatever.
When I even think about needing something on Amazon, the dopamine hit is immediate. Like, I'm excited to go. I'm going to look. You know, like I get a
Yeah,
dopamine
I'm the same
hit
way.
immediately.
I'm the same way.
I don't even
Not
have
that
to
excited,
receive
but-
it yet. You
know,
know,
you
there's
two.
a little spike.
I would like to start a class action lawsuit against you, Jimmy, so we can just find out what you own. So the judge would agree to enter all of the basements and all the closets that you own, just so we can take inventory of all this.
I
stuff.
will- museum.
I'll make you a spreadsheet if you really that'll get you excited.
That,
Let's
it would.
do it.
It would because you have a
tell you
combination
half of
Rock
it.
and Roll Hall of Fame,
Ah.
Smithsonian Institute, and dumpster.
Pee Wee Herman did that, by the way. He inventoried all of his. He was a hoarder. Because I watched the documentary, excuse me, and he had just like a place downtown. Like imagine going to downtown and buying an old, renting an old store or something. He had all his crap in there. And it wasn't a warehouse. It was all on top of each other. So he said I had to inventory all of it. He inventoried everything he had. It's probably for his will because he knew he was going to die.
Wow.
Well, you know what,
guy.
though? Considering my health, maybe I should inventory everything I have.
All right.
And he didn't have kids or
Today.
anything.
Pee Wee?
Yeah.
No, and I wonder a lot what happened to all his stuff.
Right.
Because he was a huge collector of vintage toys.
Aw.
Stuff from like the 70s and 60s.
Yeah.
And he would take them on talk shows with him all the time and fool around with the late night guys. Hey, look at this. Squirt something or whatever. But he said he inventoried all, and I always wonder, did he make a list of who inherited it all or what?
Yeah. Interesting.
Kelsey, not to push it, but
Yeah.
when we come back, what are we doing?
If you love a woman, you should never say these things to her.
Oh, give me the
God.
list. I'll probably check them all. This is Dave and Jimmy.
You're listening to the #1 rated morning zoo.
With Dave and Jimmy.
WNCI.
Small anecdote for you.
Yeah.
My son-in-law during college would work for an auctioneer in the summer. They would do estates. So they would come in on the scene at a house where the owners had passed away, and they had to remove all of their stuff. And I mean everything from consequential to nothing.
Like my Sports Illustrated collection?
Well, all I'm saying is you would be, and again, I'm just relating the story, you would be amazed at how much crap that we collect, feel something about.
Oh, God.
No, and when it's all said and done,
I think about it all the time.
it's either sold auction, given to whoever remains, or
Thrown
dumped.
away.
Dumped. Yes, half of the stuff they would remove just eventually got dumped.
My brother's been throwing away all my parents' pictures. If you want them, digitize them, then dump them. I'm like, I'm not going to do it, man.
I know.
I'll hold these
What do you
bags.
do with
Then when I
pictures?
die, my nieces and nephews can throw
They
them
can
all
throw
away.
it away. Yeah.
And they will.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
They will.
I have a picture of my dad's high school football team that was on the wall in his high school.
Mm-hmm.
And it said, Canton City champs. And it's, 6x4. It's huge. What am I going to do with that?
I have no
But I'm
idea.
not throwing it away because
I know.
he's on there
I
in
know.
high school.
I
Could you
guess
throw that away
you
if it was
just-
your grandma?
No, I wouldn't. But I guess you take a picture of it.
I have a picture of it.
I don't know.
And then what? Throw it away?
No, I don't.
I mean, I could
know.
look for someone else who was on that team that's still living,
I guess you could.
but they're going. Dad was
Then they're
89.
gonna throw it away.
They're gonna be 85 at the
Right.
youngest, and they're gonna be
know.
senile. I was like, hey, do you want this picture?
We're going through all of my grandma's stuff right now, and she loved
Are you-
antiques, and
Pitching it.
you have to pitch a ton of it.
You're
Yeah.
throwing away her antiques.
No, we sold some on Facebook Marketplace. We donated a bunch, but the house is still full of furniture and tea sets, entire tea sets, and
What are you gonna do?
china and
You
silver.
gonna sell her china
I took one set of china that I will never use in my life.
just to have something?
Yeah, I said, we'll use this for my daughter's shower maybe, and then she'll throw it away.
You want me to burn down the house?
Stop. Just
Is it insured?
Stop. Yes.
Well, I got a guy.
Oh, God. I don't know. I don't know what you do. It's terrible.
You
My
burn
aunt-
down the house.
My aunt has been doing this, like this has been her
Your poor
project
aunt.
for 8 months, going through my grandma's stuff. Yeah.
Ann?
Ann. She's the
And it's
best.
got to be sad for her every time she goes in there.
Oh, she starts every morning sitting in my grandma's chair and reflecting and writing notes to people, just
Well,
like my
that's her
grandma
fault.
did.
That's
I
her
know,
fault.
She
She's-
can't help it.
Well, yes,
So-
she can.
Oh,
Stop it.
She's trying so hard.
When I talk to her, I'll tell her to
She's
stop it.
so sad.
Really?
She'll like last time I was home, she said, "I'm just so mad at her for dying." I mean,
Yeah, can I remind her how old your grandma was?
Only
Maybe I
nine-
should remind her.
I know. You know what?
How old was Grams?
97.
97!
I know. I think it's the way it happened. Like she went in for a
That's
routine
okay.
thing, and then things went wrong.
That's how it goes when you're 97.
And then my mom was there until 10:30 that night and leaves, and then she dies by herself in a room, and it just
It's okay.
sucks.
She was out of it.
I know.
She wasn't even awake.
This happens all of the time, and maybe her heart would have stopped somewhere else, like if she was at home.
Dude,
but it's
she's
just
97.
I'm just saying it's hard.
She won
to
the
lose
lottery.
A loved one.
Of course it is.
Yes.
It helps me get
and
through my
you are-
dad a lot
and
when
you
I
are
think he was
so
89.
Right. You are so right.
Think of the age.
I
If they
know.
made
I
think of the
know.
people who had their loved ones die when they were 60 or 50
all
or
of
40.
my friends who never had grandparents
Yes.
growing up, and my kids have great grandparents. I know it. Just,
She won
it
the lottery
still
10 times
hurts, and
over.
you replay it in your head, and it's
Okay.
hard.
I'm just telling you.
Check,
Okay.
please.
She won big time.
You're right.
Gots to go. Really?
WNCI Comfort Dental. Traffic.
Comfort Dental. Convenient, caring, comfortable.
Southbound 23 slowing down from Lozelle Road down to Campus View, where a center lane currently blocked on a report of a fender bender. More freeway delay into downtown Columbus, especially 71 up from the south side. 70 west slowing down to 33. Northbound 23 slowing down approaching London Groveport Road. I'm Johnny Hill from the Total Traffic Center.
This report